Hi there. How happy we are, or how happy many people are, after we have seen on the television the exchange of four Israeli soldiers against 200 Palestinians. Those were in Israeli custody in the last few years. I know that the recent conflict that started about 15 months ago, that was October 7th, 2023, I presume, or any date of October, when these hostages were taken by Hamas. And then this conflict started, and this is coming to an end by exchanging all those prisoners of war. What have they achieved? Why this could not have happened before? These are the questions we must understand and try to understand or address ourselves. To get ourselves educated, we need to know when the hostages were taken, by starting bombarding those Palestinians, especially in Gaza, and destroying more or less all of Gaza to grounds, instead of demanding or asking or requesting the hostages to be released. Same thing which is happening now could have happened 15 months ago. And all those casualties, all those people died. More than 40,000 innocent people, those were killed, and many were injured, and total destruction of Gaza, Palestine, would have been avoided. But why was not this avoided? This is the question we have to ask ourselves. This is all politics. Many Israeli people, Jewish people, they never ever wanted this conflict. Okay, Hamas has taken these hostages, and then Israel started bombarding all those places in Gaza, forgetting about those people, those who were kidnapped or those have been held as hostages, their location or whatsoever. So instead of bombarding Palestinian territories, Gaza or whatsoever, they could be hitting their own people. But they never wanted this to be happening. They only wanted the total destruction of Palestine, which they are more or less, they have achieved their goal. But if this is going to end now, certainly not. Certainly not. This conflict will carry on. Have they killed Hamas? Or has the Hamas has been totally destroyed? No, they are not. So what sort of politics the world is playing with those people? Who is responsible for those innocent killing of those civilians, those has been killed in Gaza? They will not on television tell you the history, the background of the state of Israel that has been formed by force, I would say. So if the Israeli state has been formed, they want to live in peace with Palestinian people. But many politicians, those are sitting all over the world, in particular in America, wouldn't like this to be happening. They wanted, for their political gain, this conflict, this problem, to carry on, to linger on, so they can achieve their own goal. The public, wider public, or I would say 95% of public would not like this to be happening. We have witnessed in the last 15 months so many demonstrations, agitations in Israel itself. So many Jews, Orthodox Jews, came out against Israel government to say no or stop this war. War is never a solution, and war will not let you achieve anything other than killing all those civilian innocent people, regardless of any side, whether that's in Israel or whether that's in Gaza, whether they're Jews or whether they're Muslims. Every individual, every human have right to live. And if you are so minded and you wanted to kill Hamas, why you have not destroyed so far Hamas? By taking out their leader with the intelligence. Kill one, the other person will take over. How would you benefit from this? So this stupidity of war must never happen. Another example is Russia and Ukraine. That should stop. I know we have new regime, new government in America, Trump, which itself will be unpredictable. One hand they wanted to have a war, second hand they wanted to have not to have a war. Now they destroyed so many countries in Middle East, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, or whatsoever. Anybody trying to hold nuclear power, America says no. You have no brain to use the nuclear power. And who used nuclear power for the first time in this world? At Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Japan. It was United States of America. So nuclear power should have not been existed in the first place. That certainly is the greatest threat to the mankind. Any mad or crazy head of the regime can use it, and that's it. And even now we can see Hiroshima, Nagasaki, the consequences are severe. I'm glad this war is coming to an end, Israel-Palestine. But I wouldn't be surprised if it will start tomorrow again. This land, as we know, 75, 80 years back, belonged to Palestinian people. What happened with Jewish people in Germany? And they fled from there to that place. And the Palestinian people not only welcomed them, but gave them accommodation, food and everything. And look what they have done. What the politics has done to them. They wanted Palestinians, Gaza people, to be thrown out of their country. And their land should be occupied by Israeli people. Why America or anybody in the world? So many geographically huge states can accommodate the tiny Israel. Why Israel has to be there where most of them are Muslim states? I know everybody has right to live wherever they want to, in any country, in any place, but in peace. And the people, those who have been killed in Israel or Gaza, their families certainly will become known as terrorists. And we have witnessed in the past, and I'm scared it might be happening again. The people, those who have survived, certainly will take revenge in the form of traveling to those countries and committing a suicide bombing. So solution to this is, this should not carry on. This should stop, and stop forever.